Welcome back to Thrive by the Rossi Muse. I'm Natty,
I'm Veda,
and
and
we
we're
are
here
here
to
to
thrive.
thrive.
It's a brand new year, family, and there's something holy, something gentle about the very first week of January. It's not loud, it's not flashy, it's not about pressure or perfection.
From a psychological perspective, this week is actually one of the most emotional, vulnerable weeks of the year because our routines have been disrupted. The adrenaline of the holidays has worn off, and we're left alone with our thoughts again.
hmm And that's important to say out loud because culturally, we're told this is the week we should feel motivated, feel energized, be clear. But for many people, this week feels quiet or heavy or uncertain. And none of that means something is wrong with you.
Exactly. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, this week is tender. It's a week that feels like God's whispering. Let me begin again with you.
Mhm.
Today, we're talking through week one of the new year and what it reveals and what it invites, and how God wants to shape the early days of our new chapter. This isn't a motivational episode, it's a formation episode.
Teaching style reflective and slow because rushing healing doesn't heal anything.
That's correct. So, what's week one? It is a week of beginning without rushing. The first week of the year feels like a blank canvas to the world. One, the world wants us to feel it immediately. New goals, new habits, new versions of ourselves. But psychologically, this urgency activates what we call performance based identity, which is the belief that your worth is tied to how productive, disciplined, or successful you are.
Mhm. And when that belief kicks in, your nervous system doesn't feel inspired, it feels threatened. That's when people go into fight or flight, over planning, over committing, or emotionally checking out.
That's when everybody says, they sign up for the gym for the
Mhm.
whole year that you're only going to use maybe 2 weeks in January,
Mhm.
and you start not making gradual changes, but clean the whole refrigerator, only leaving water and lettuce.
Mhm.
That's going to last 2 hours?
Mhm. Not even a whole day.
No, even a whole day.
Mhm.
Scripture offers a counter message. It says, in returning and rest, you will be saved. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Isaiah 30:15. This verse isn't really poetic fluff, it's psychologically sound. Regulation comes before revelation.
God doesn't rush us because rushing communicates danger.
Mhm.
Safety slows things down.
And here's the thing, sometimes we don't realize that God, like you were saying, he doesn't rush things.
Mhm.
And we are always in that microwave mentality, drive-through mentality. But guess what? God never works that way. And when we have maybe a little cut, it might heal in a day or two. But if we have surgery, it takes time
Mhm.
to heal.
And even when it looks like it's healed on the outside,
Yes,
it takes more time to heal on the inside.
absolutely.
Mhm.
That's true. You know, I'm a planner.
Mhm.
Everybody who knows me knows that.
Mhm.
And this year, I opened my planner ready to map out everything. And there's so many new things coming in January for us.
Mhm.
And I'm the one who keeps the schedule and drives her crazy.
Mhm.
But when I was trying to plan this whole thing, nothing came to my head. I was like, blank page. I couldn't function. But instead, I noticed something. My body was tense. My shoulders were tense. I always have that elephant right here.
Mhm.
And I was like, getting all stressed out. Instead of forcing clarity, I closed the planner and prayed. And this is what I told the Lord: just show me what actually matters. And that piece wasn't being avoidant or avoiding the fact that I have plenty to organize for January, because this new year is if it doesn't get planned, it's gonna roll us over. But it needs to be in accordance with what God wanted and what was important. And sometimes what is important to me is the minutia, not the big picture. And that's why I need to go to God. So it was not me avoiding the conversation. It was aligning with God.
Mm-hmm. That's an important distinction, because rest isn't procrastination when it leads to clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, when you get a good night's sleep, you wake up feeling better.
Yes.
You can think better. Your thoughts are flowing better.
You've ever heard say that there's nothing more holy than a snack and a nap?
No,
But it's a saying, and it's true. When you're hungry, you can't think. When you're tired, you can't think.
I thought there was nothing more holy than a bathtub full of bubbles from the Palmolive dishwashing liquid and a fried bologna sandwich. Hmm?
Really?
No.
Okay. Hear me out. I took a shower at this woman's house the other day, 2 days
Alone.
ago. Yeah, of course, alone.
Mhm.
And there was no Palmolive anywhere in that bathroom.
Well, you were in the shower. You weren't in the garden tub.
You never use that thing. There were like 7 or 8 shower gels. So the fact that you even said Palmolive, I knew it was a lot.
I like variety.
Not that much to the point of using Palmolive.
Mm. Well, I mean, back in the day, before there was body wash, there was dishwashing liquid, and it made bubbles.
Well, for bubbles, but I have never taken a
Joy.
bath.
Joy dishwashing liquid. I grew up with Joy.
For bubble baths?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, never done it.
Okay. Think about this. If you run water in your kitchen sink with good hot water and put the dishwashing liquid in there, what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's gonna do bubbles.
Bubbly.
Yeah.
It's even more bubbly when you put half a bottle in a bathtub and you get in there. It's like Bubble City, baby. She's highfalutin.
It's not highfalutin. That is I mean, I understand it's a grease remover, but it's not gonna make me thin. If that was the case, I would. But now your skin gets old. Doesn't it dry your skin?
Well, that's why when you get out, you're supposed to moisturize.
Right. Huh. Right.
Number one, I don't know how we got here.
Because I told you there was nothing holier than a snack and a nap, because you were saying that rest is not procrastination, that it leads to clarity. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when we're hungry, we can't think. And if we are tired, we can't think either.
And sometimes God pauses us because we're about to build something He didn't assign.
Yes. And if we're starting to work on our own strength, that usually ends up in more work than necessary.
Backwards.
Yeah. So before you start planning your day, your week, your year, please pray. God, order my steps. Don't let me build what's not yours and what you are not blessing. Yeah, don't do the please bless my mess. From the beginning, let the Lord know to not let you build what is not blessed by Him. And pay attention. Peace is often a confirmation. If you're doing something and you don't feel peace about it, stop. That's a warning. Then there's another thing about this week. It's a week of listening more and talking less.
New Year's comes with noise, with resolutions, self-talk, expectations. And when our internal dialogue gets loud.
Mm-hmm.
Institution, intuition gets quiet.
You need to be in an institution.
Anyway, psychologically, silence is regulated.
Mm-hmm.
It tells the nervous system you're safe enough to listen.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Scripture says, and after the fire, a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:12. God whispers because healing doesn't need to shout.
Mhm.
You know, one morning, instead of me reaching for my phone, which is usually the first thing I do,
Mhm.
and it's usually emotional avoidance because I don't want to think about the day,
Mhm.
I just decided to sit there in silence and just breathe.
Mhm.
And I heard, make room for me this year.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
even 30 to 60 seconds of intentional stillness activates the parasympathetic nervous system. My mom would be so proud of me right now. All those big words. That's when discernment lives.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Each morning this week, I want you to try something. Breathe in, breathe out, and say, speak, Lord, I'm listening. Now, right after that, be quiet because we say, speak, Lord, I'm listening. And then we go
Mhm.
with the whole list of things we want to tell them.
Mhm.
No, just breathe in, breathe out, speak, Lord, I'm listening.
Mhm.
So, you know what else this week is about? It's a hope of reborn. Hope is it time to have hope reborn. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Hope feels risky when you've been disappointed. Yeah. And psychologically, that makes sense
Mhm.
because the brain remembers pain more
Uh-huh.
vividly than joy.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So when people say, I don't want to get my hopes up, what they're really saying is, I don't want to hurt again.
Right. And the scripture reframes hope. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strengths. Isaiah 40:31. Hope anchored in God isn't denial, it's stability.
Mhm. A friend said, what if this year disappoints me?
Mm,
And I replied, hope isn't about the year, it's about who God already is.
absolutely.
Hope moves the brain from survival mode into meaning making mode.
Mhm.
It doesn't erase pain, it contextualizes pain.
Right. And here's the thing I want you to reflect on something. Where did God protect you last year? Think about everything that happened in this last year that just ended.
Mhm.
What parts of it do you think God protected you? Where did He stretch you?
Mm. Well, I know where he protected me
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't sick
Mm-hmm.
this year, 2025,
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to be put on antibiotics, bronchitis, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. As you call. Okay.
Mm. But every time I fell,
Jesus, yes.
I didn't have to go get knee replacement.
Yes.
Come on now. I
Yes.
mean, we gonna be real, right?
Yes.
It's funny, yes.
Yeah, but it's funny to me because you fell several times this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sore
Yeah.
and but not debilitating.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have to walk on crutches or a walker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember one day I fell in the bedroom. I tripped over something, and Lauren said, "Are you okay?" Get about the floor. I'm all right. Okay. I fall every now and
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Not fell. We were at
The
the Capitol.
Capitol. That was my first thing.
I got downtown
I'm
Atlanta.
I'm thinking that was the first fall of the year.
Uh-huh.
That's where it started when we went to the Capitol.
Yeah. That was the initial vow. My poor grandsons, they were like, Grandma?
Now you see me, now you don't.
They got me up. I was like, Malik was like, how you get down there? So each one on each side, and they got me up, and I brushed my knees off, and but for the rest of the day, I don't know if they were tag teaming or what, but every time I turn around, one of them had their arm
around you, right? They want to make sure you didn't go down again.
I traumatized my babies. Look, I know where he protected me all year long. Okay, no wrecks, no. And where did he stretch me? Every day.
I'm trying to think. I can't say of a particular time because this year was challenging. I was stretched throughout the whole year. I don't know how I balanced everything we had to do.
I know how I was stretched.
How was it?
Lawrence been in the hospital several times this year. And this is a man who was never ill. And for years he bragged about, I had a headache back in 84. And then this year, February, July, and November.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was stretched. I was also stressed. Because to see your husband, my spouse, strong man, so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And yeah, that stretched me this year. And it also let me know that we're getting older.
Yeah.
We're getting older.
Malik graduated this May?
May 2025.
So that was a stretch right there. Because those last few months before Malik graduated, it was very stressful.
Yes.
And then I had to do 4 different curriculums for one adjustment for one student,
modification,
and that on top of the classes, because that's the other thing. I was doing the library kind of like sporadically, but now it was more structured. We were doing did we start it twice a week in August? I don't remember my life.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, because we were only doing like once a week before.
Yeah.
And then we moved in August to twice a week. Let's not talk about January where we moved to 4 times a week, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, but
yeah. And we added some places where I don't know where, because I don't know, but I know throughout the year we started new places where we transmit our podcasts.
Yes.
So we had to come up with more material.
More material because it will be airing instead of once a week.
Yeah, every day.
5 times.
Yeah, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. You're listening to us.
Talk radio.
One of these days, you're listening to us right now.
Yes.
So yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been
talk
wild.
radio, being on talk radio in the ATL. Hey, you going somewhere.
Where did he show up unexpectedly? That's a good one. Mason was sick.
Strap.
With the strep. And he thank God he was fine real quick.
He bounced back really quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God for antibiotics.
Yeah. Yes.
It worked.
Yeah.
Because for him to say my throat's sore.
No, but him not wanting to eat.
Yeah.
This is a child that wakes up saying, I'm hungry.
And when he didn't wake up saying he was hungry,
he didn't even want to drink anything.
He didn't want to drink. He didn't want to eat.
Yeah.
And remember when you shine the flashlight in his throat And what I tell you?
Yeah.
Strep.
Yeah.
So when he goes to urgent care the
Mhm.
next day,
Mhm.
it was confirmed strep because I saw spots on the
Mhm.
back of his throat.
Throat. Yeah.
And thank God none of us got it
Yeah.
because we had to take care of him,
He
you know.
sleeps with me.
Yeah.
If
So
somebody was gonna get it, it was gonna
yeah,
be
it was
me.
gonna be her. All right. But yeah. And it's not really God showing up unexpectedly.
I was gonna say because we always expect him to be.
We always believe
Mm-hmm.
in him to show up.
Right.
But for Mason to bounce back so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was not
Sooner than we expect.
absolutely.
Yeah. And hope grows when you name
Mm-hmm.
evidence. Okay.
So go through those questions today. Where did God protect you this last year? Where did
Mm-hmm.
He stretch you? Where did He show up unexpectedly?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about a week of releasing last year's weight. That's the other thing we're going to do this week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Unprocessed emotions don't disappear.
Oh, no.
They show up as exhaustion, irritability, or numbness.
Yes. Numbness is like, I don't care, even though you're tore up
It's
inside.
like, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. Jesus says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I take a walk with that child every now and again. And one of the things I tried to do, one of my last walks, was to name everything I did not want to carry going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And naming the pain is therapeutic
Mm-hmm.
because silence keeps it stuck.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that the enemy wants is for you not to shine a light in your pain so that it can keep festering in there.
Right.
Bring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Release isn't forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
It's choosing not to let unresolved pain drive your decision.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Write one thing you release.
Mm-hmm.
One thing. You know what you need to release
Mm-hmm.
better than we do.
Right.
So write one thing that you release and pray. Lord, I release this and I trust you with it.
Mm-hmm. And let it go.
Yeah.
Good.
How many times do we go to the altar to leave our burdens? And when we leave the altar,
We bring it.
we're dragging the burden backward.
I was about to say there are things that I've gotten a lot better.
Because basically, you know what a burden is?
Mm-hmm. The bag.
Something that you're chained to.
Right. Yeah. It's like
A chain on your ankle.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then it's
Heavy.
chained to burden and it's heavy and you're dragging it and you're trying to be normal,
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, people who have the gift of discernment,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how much you're smiling, they look at you and say, what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And then if they ever step into just start talking,
Mm-hmm.
you say, okay, I knew something was
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah. I mean, we can put on a happy face.
Oh yeah.
But what God wants us to have is a joyful, joyous face,
Mm-hmm.
which means that we feel his joy in the good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing that this week is a week of quiet expectation. That means no hustle. I'm going to repeat that for me, not for the people in the back. No hustle, not fear, but expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Expectation grounded in trust keeps us emotionally flexible. It allows us to respond instead of react.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord goes before us and will be with us. Deuteronomy 31:8.
I like to you love candles. I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lighting a candle one night, and I felt I felt the Lord saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, this year requires expectations, not fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to keep my issue is I do have expectations, but then I'm afraid that the good expectations are not going to come to pass
Mm-hmm.
and that the bad will. And that's where the fear comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But here's how we resolve that. Each night this week, I want you to pray this: Lord, prepare my heart for what you have prepared for me.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, and you and I were talking about this: prepare my heart for what you have prepared for me, the good and the bad. If there's something that is going to happen to me that's going to be painful,
Devastating.
right, prepare my heart. If there's something good that's going to happen, prepare my heart. If there's an increase, and we all want that one,
Hallelujah.
I receive it. Prepare my heart and my mind so that I don't misuse it.
And that I could receive it without having a heart attack or a stroke. Okay.
That will be useful because then you won't be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yes, Lord, prepare my heart for what you have prepared for me,
Yes.
no matter what that is.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some closing reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1 is not about fixing your life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me repeat myself.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1 of the new year is not about fixing your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's about regulation before revelation and alignment before action.
And here's the thing. And I think that's part of why this doesn't work with the whole resolutions. Resolutions tend to be this thing where you run to something while still having all the baggage from the year or years before.
Mhm.
I think that the best resolution that anybody can make is let's actually clean the house before we can move to the next thing. Because starting a new lifestyle, if it's exercise or it's food or it's a habit, you don't have to start at January 1st.
Mhm.
Every day is a new beginning.
Mhm.
Every day we have new mercies.
Like when you decide, okay, I'm gonna go on a diet.
It has to be on a Monday.
Uh-huh. Today is like Tuesday, and you say, okay, I'll start next Monday. Why not today?
and
Why not tomorrow?
and the crazy part is today, let's say it's Tuesday, right?
Mhm.
And you eat everything in sight, and you probably gain 10 pounds before between now and Monday.
Now you really need to go.
Because since Monday is the day I'm starting,
Yeah, yeah,
I have to get all this out of the way.
yeah.
And then you start on Monday,
Mhm.
and by Tuesday afternoon, the Oreos are in your mouth.
Mm,
Because that was not a real thing.
right.
If you actually are going to start a new, I have started recently again, because it's again,
Mhm.
and not a diet. I'm not dieting. That does not work.
Mm,
I just want to be healthy. The weight may come off as part of it because, duh, if I'm not eating things with a lot of sugar and fat and whatnot because I'm trying to eat healthy, the weight is going to come off. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to look at everything I'm going to put in my mouth and make a decision. And it's an everyday decision. It's an every 3, 4 times a day decision.
mhm.
It's not now I'm going to clear the refrigerator and only leave salads and water
Carrots,
and carrots. I don't even have carrots.
and right.
Not Rachel's fat. No, see, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. I had cake for Christmas. I did. Didn't regret it at all.
I didn't.
You didn't eat. So
I
that's different.
know. When I smell food, it's like, okay, I'm full.
But I tried to put more protein than starch when I
Mhm,
made my plate.
mhm,
And but I still ate the cake.
mhm,
Didn't care. Same with breakfast. I tried to put more protein than starches. That's
mhm,
what I did. And you know, I when I have to cook here, I make spaghetti or pasta, whatever for the boys.
mhm,
And the same meat, I just separate some meat and I put it in a salad.
mhm,
Or you know what? I make me a side salad. I eat up some of the spaghetti too.
mhm, mhm,
So that's changing your lifestyle within your means and within your regular life
mhm,
than trying to, you know, go out there and changing everything. I have done the let's start the gym. And I did the gym for like a year until I got hurt because I did.
mhm,
And then it was hard to get back.
mhm.
And eventually I didn't. Right now I'm just trying to move. Like I said, I go for walks with following him in his bike or now the scooter.
Now the scoop.
The scooter. I take him to the park and I can walk around because I just want to feel better. I I my scale does not have a battery. I don't know how much I weigh and I don't care. I don't. I just want to feel better.
Mhm,
I just want to be healthier because what I thought is I when you accept whatever God has for you need to be prepared as well. And my new philosophy or finally adopted is I want to be able to do what he asked me to do. And I have to, I can leave this earth before I was supposed to just because I didn't have good stewardship of my body. So, like I said, I ate the cake for Christmas. Didn't care.
mhm,
Don't care still. I just didn't have 3-inch size.
mhm.
I had a slither of it.
That was good.
Right.
Slither.
Yeah.
Got a story.
Oh, tell me all about it.
My mother's sister, my auntie Ann,
Mhm.
um, she had lost a lot of weight.
Mhm.
Okay. And came from California to Birmingham before my grandparents passed.
Mhm.
Came for Thanksgiving dinner.
Mhm.
Well, mom was known for her sweet potato pie.
Mhm.
Ah, Veronica knows she can make some sweet potato pie. And Auntie Ann had learned about portion control.
Mhm.
uh, she every time she went to the sweet potato pie, she said, I'm just gonna get a slip. She slivered away the whole pie that weekend.
Oh,
Oh my God, every time I think about it, I laugh because we
you just
was
had a slither?
we we was sitting in grandma's dining room, Thanksgiving dinner,
Mhm.
and my uncle, their brother, William Edward, Uncle Wicky, Uncle Wicky looked at the table and said, "What a cornbread. Is this a Jenny Craig Thanksgiving dinner?" I mean, everybody said, whoever was eating food flew across the table.
I'm sure.
Whoever was drinking liquid flew across the table. And I mean, we were screaming because, yeah, I mean, it was evident that Auntie Ann had lost a lot of weight, and we were very happy.
Mhm.
Because we knew that she'd be healthier.
Mhm.
But even though we had dressing,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
cornbread on the
Mhm.
side. Uncle Wicky said, "Is this a Jenna Craig Thanksgiving? Because I don't see no cornbread on the table." Okay. But when you said slither,
Mhm.
it made me think about every time my TM went to that sweet potato pie, she cut a slither.
Mhm.
She slithered away a whole pile.
So see, that's why we need to be conscious
Very
of the
conscious
things we do.
of the things that we do.
Now, if let's say your new resolution was financial, you decided that this new year you were going to get your financials in order. You should have started that in December 1st. Because if you decided that you're going to start it in January 1st, but you overcharge all your credit cards this Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
you're already behind.
Uh-huh. That's true. That is true.
So that's what we're saying. It's not all about, oh, brand new year, we're going to do all this.
Mhm.
Because when you finally sit with your, well, I'm aging myself, checkbook, no, you're going to probably sit with your bank account,
Bank
statement
Mhm.
online,
Online.
on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to see the negative 328.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That you spent on Christmas Eve
Right.
at 5:59, right before the store
So
closed.
closed. Yeah. And all the stuff that you bought for the New Year's Eve party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, so I'm gonna start you know, budgeting better. You can't budget better because now your credit card went from a $10 minimum amount to
Mhm.
160 or 300.
Mm-hmm.
And you already are behind. So the point is, make those decisions when they count.
Mm-hmm.
If you did that, no judgment, but also lower the expectations of you're going to be by the end of January debt free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, start with make a budget.
Mm-hmm.
What are what's your income?
Mm-hmm.
Go through all your expenses. What can you get out of the way? And sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Cable is a luxury, especially when you have internet. You can watch almost anything on internet.
Yeah, I don't have cable. I just have internet.
I have internet.
Mm-hmm.
And from the internet, I don't have every streaming channel available.
No, but I have enough.
Yeah. But some of them, like for example, and not gonna give advertisement to anybody, but I have my phone includes two streaming apps.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pay for those. Those come straight with my phone bill. So I can have those.
Mm-hmm.
Then my internet comes also with a streaming one.
Mm.
So why I if my budget does not allow for me to have any others,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what I need to
So
do.
you adjust to the
You
three
adjust.
streaming apps that you are
able to.
yes.
And there are some streaming apps for free
Mm-hmm.
that they might not have the ultimate thing.
Mm.
Guess what? It's time to go back to the oldies
Mm-hmm.
and watching all those shows that you used to watch in the 70s or 80s that are better than I am. I am. Again, I'm not. I
Who's
can't.
the boss?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the show. I'm not gonna say the streaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
I am right now watching Who's the Boss. I'm watching the original Frasier
Mm-hmm.
and my favorite Mad About You.
Yes.
I'm watching all those three, and that's that's what I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
So and there are free. Oh, I was watching Different Strokes, and that's also on. That was a story because how that conversations. Mason asked me what was I watching as a child,
Mm-hmm.
and when I pulled out on YouTube the cartoons that I used to watch, I realized these cartoons are not fit for a 4-year-old. Bugs Bunny was doing some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
And they were fine
And the
for.
Road Runner.
I love the Roadrunner still.
Mm-hmm.
But
But do you realize it was a lot of violence?
yeah, it was
in that?
trying to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
The coyote was trying to kill the Roadrunner.
Mm-hmm.
And the Roadrunner was just toying with his
Mm-hmm.
patience. So
Mhm.
yeah. The thing is, and he asked me that, and I went and looked, and they have Different Strokes in a free streaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
And now he asked me for the show with the black kids. And he loves it. I'm rewatching Different Strokes because of him.
Mm-hmm.
So Why talking about the television? Well, because you might have to make some exceptions, some things you might not be able to go out. You might have to make your coffee at home. Um, you may have, and no, I'm not one of the people who think, well, you're broke because you have coffee outside all the time. No, but if you're trying to balance your budget, you need to get back to the basics and then get to all the things that, if the budget only allows you to do the minimum, then do the minimum until you can afford
afford.
to do more. And one of the things I learned is you don't go after the largest debt.
Start small.
You start with the smallest one. So if you owe $10,000 here, $5,000 there, but $2,000 here, try to finish that $2,000 one first. One, you get the sense of accomplishment. But two, if you were paying $100 there, then you move that $100 to the next debt. And but then you're working your way. If you get and start tackle the big one, you're gonna burn out.
Oh yeah, you get discouraged,
Yeah.
and then nothing will get
Right.
paid off.
Right.
And when we did financial peace, um Christian finance program, um we learned the first time we sat down to do it, pay off the small. And then I remember they passed a basket around. And for the ones who decided to cut up their credit cards. Now that was major.
I'm sure.
That was major. Yeah, but people decided, look, this card's getting me in trouble.
That's what I did with the last credit card I had, because I have like two store credit cards. I have one that I need for emergency at that particular store, and it's for electronics, and the other one is for my car. But the regular credit card that I had, I cut it up and I just kept paying for it.
Yeah,
But
paid it off.
I paid it off, but I cut the card.
Didn't use it
Didn't use
anymore.
it anymore. I couldn't have it. I cut it off. That's what I did.
Mhm.
And and take opportunity. If finance is your goal, there are many churches or many programs, even with the city, that give financial planning. Take opportunity and advantage of those things. The library is a resource. The library does so much, and you sometimes don't even realize it.
Right.
You can go to the library if your goal is a new job. There are libraries that give you free help with how to make your resume, how to prepare for an interview. Um, if but money management, check your local library. There's a lot that can be done.
That's true.
Um, let me think. If your goal is spiritual, you want to spend more time with God. I heard you say something not too long ago, oh, you want to spend an hour with God. Okay, I know you do. Me too. But if that's not your habit, you might do it the first 2 days, and then you're gonna start feeling guilty that you didn't do it.
Start small.
Start small.
10 minutes.
If 10 is too much,
15.
yeah, 5.
5.
10.
15.
Shoo. Start just reading the daily scripture on the Bible app. Listen to our daily affirmations.
Yes.
That's one thing you can do. Those are like 2 minutes, and you don't even have to read. You just listen to the affirmation with us.
And they all come with script.
And they all come with scripture. Absolutely. Start there, and then you slowly add. Okay, so I'm listening to the affirmations. Okay, now if you listen, they come out at 6 o'clock in the morning every morning, so that you can read them or listen to them. Sorry, before you go to work. So if you still have time, 5 more minutes, once you listen to the affirmation, let me open my Bible for 5 minutes
Mhm.
and find out what's the best time for you. If it's not in the morning, if it's before you go to bed,
Mhm.
if it's at the lunch break,
Mhm.
because everybody has a phone.
Mhm.
So you could have a Bible app. You don't have to have carry the book, and could be at your break, at your desk. Even if you only have 30-minute lunch, you can be eating the sandwich while you're reading.
Mhm. And we have a bad habit when we wake up, first thing we do is grab our phone,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Now, there's nothing wrong with grabbing your phone,
Is what?
but instead of searching the headlines for today,
Mhm.
program your phone to bring up a scripture, and that'll be the first thing that you read before you do anything else. So you'll be surprised after a while. It's like, I really don't need to go into what's going on today. I
Mhm.
want to spend more time with God.
Mhm.
And then what do you say? It takes from 18 days to 200 and
84, I believe, days to create a habit.
to create a habit. See, I grew up hearing 21 days,
Mhm.
but through
Sometimes it takes
research,
longer. Yeah.
through research,
Mhm.
between 18 days and
84.
284 days
Mhm.
to form a habit.
Right.
That's why instead of saying, Lord, I'm going to spend a whole hour with you starting on January 1st.
Mhm.
January 1st, New Year's Day, you pumped up from the night before. January 2nd. Mm, January 5th. That's a long time. That's why we suggest that you
There's some.
try few minutes at a
Mhm.
time and increase.
Right.
Because if you start big, your decrease is gonna be so quick.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and it can decrease down to 0.
And that's the thing. And the point we tend when we go for the goal too big, then we go and guilt and shame because I know I was supposed to do this and I'm not doing it and I'm not being good. No, even it don't despise small beginnings.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
God will like the fact that you are trying to talk to him at least 5 minutes a day. He knows eventually you're going to get to spend more time.
mhm,
I mean, one of the things I've said recently a lot is I've learned a lot from parenting,
mhm,
and I'm in not just in terms of what I can do for the child, but on how God sees me. And I know, children come and go. You have them in your house, and then they go and make their lives. Sometimes they come back, but
mhm.
you know, the normal progression of things is they go. I think I would be I will of course I would want to see my child every day after they're grown and have their lives and spend 10 hours with them. But I think I would rather have a 5-minute call every day
Mhm,
than not hear from them at all.
mhm,
And if that phone call ends up being a 30-minute phone call,
mhm.
it's going to be great and better than none at all.
Look, I've called Auntie Ann to hear her voice, see how she's doing.
Mhm.
1 hour and 52 minutes later,
Yes.
okay, and it's not a bad thing because we start talking
Mhm.
and time flies,
Mhm.
and it was like, I had only planned to talk to you no more than about 15 minutes,
Mhm.
and now it's been an hour and
Mhm.
50 minutes,
Mhm.
you know, um, that's when you know you enjoy talking to the person that you're talking to.
And there's no difference with God. It's a relationship.
That's right.
Would you start just making that 5-minute call
Mhm,
just to check in,
mhm,
and then as you start spending time, you enjoy that time,
mhm, and it's
and it
stretched
and it's stretched
longer
and
and
it's stretched,
longer.
and it doesn't become like a routine. It's like, let me tell you
Mhm,
what happened today, and
mhm,
let's talk about this, and tell me what you want me to do, Lord, and
mhm,
all that fun stuff. And so don't think that God's gonna be mad because you only did 5 minutes. Like I was saying, as a parent, I'm sure he appreciates that 5-minute call
mhm.
more than zero phone call.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. Mhm. So, in other words, what we're trying to tell you is when you decide what you're gonna do
Right.
to be a better you in the new year,
Mhm.
um, start realistically.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Start realistically. And if this week feels slow, if it feels heavy or quiet, that doesn't mean you're behind. It might mean God is stabilizing you.
Absolutely. You
Mhm,
know, God isn't finished with any of us.
mhm,
And He's inviting us to a new chapter.
mhm,
That's what a new year is.
mhm.
And the difference is this year, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this chapter with Him.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Before we close, we want to say this clearly and lovingly. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel unsafe or emotionally distressed, you don't have to carry that alone.
Hmm. Remember that if you're experiencing a mental health crisis, please dial 988.
Mhm,
It could be calling or text.
mhm,
If a loved one is the one experiencing a mental health crisis, please dial 911 or take them to the nearest emergency room.
mhm.
If this situation is different, if you think that you are in a domestic violence relationship, if you need to talk to someone, I can tell you from experience, if you say, I need to talk to someone, but I am not in a domestic violence situation,
That's when you need to talk to
just take the call because when
someone.
when I called and I said I am not in a domestic violence situation, I just need to call talk to someone.
Mhm,
After the conversation, the girl told me, "You said you were not. You're the poster child.
mhm,
So if you're not, you're not.
mhm,
I'm with you. Just make the call.
mhm,
But if you need to talk to someone or need assistance, please dial 800-799-7233 or text 887-888. The other thing is you can go to the hotline.org online and know that there's a button that hits like escape. So if somebody's coming when you're there, it will not only take you out of the page,
mhm,
but it will not save the page that you were in the cookies.
mhm.
Make sure that you are safe when you are making this outreach. We want you to be safe.
Definitely, we want you to be safe. And if you're outside of the United States, please reach out to your local emergency number or a trusted mental health provider in your country, in your area.
If this episode has stirred something up in you, that's okay. Take a pause,
Mhm,
breathe,
mhm.
reach out. Healing is not meant to be done alone.
Right.
Also, remember to follow us on social media. We are at the Rising News on all platforms
Mhm.
and challenge everybody around you to help us get to 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Yes.
You're the only one that can help us do that.
Yes.
I'm very grateful that you joined us today. Thank you for joining us on Thrive by the Rising News. Share this episode with someone who needs a gentle start.
Mhm. And we're rooting for your healing and your growth and your peace in the new year.
And guess what?
Don't
Don't
forget
forget to
to
thrive.
thrive.
Have a blessed day.
Bye bye.